Hi, I'm Johanna Conroy. I'm the Assistant Commissioner for Interagency Coordination at New York City Emergency Management. I moved to New York City in 1999 and I started working on Wall Street. And I was volunteering with the Red Cross, and then the attacks of September 11th happened while I was working downtown. Because we were closed down for a few weeks, we were in a frozen zone, I spent most of that time volunteering with the Red Cross, and then I started working for the Red Cross full time. I was with Red Cross until late 2004, and I started here in January of 2005. And when you work with Red Cross, you work so closely with OEM back then, NYCM now, and everyone at OEM was always seen as the best of the best in the industry, you know, and we always enjoyed working together and just always really looked up to the people at OEM. So when I got the opportunity to come over here and work full time, it was just unbelievable. It was like a dream come true to come over here and take that work really to a citywide level. So I worked in health and medical for a while, and then the logistics unit didn't exist. But when it was created, I moved over to logistics, and I worked in logistics for about 7 years, I guess. And during that time, we did Hurricane Sandy, and that was a huge logistical job. And again, I got to take what I had learned from before with health and medical and really expand on it in logistics. While I was working in logistics, the position for Director of Human Services became available, and I applied for that, and then I became the Director of Human Services, which felt like it was going back to my Red Cross roots. So that felt like kind of a full circle to come around and do that. So it's just been a great experience here to be able to move from unit to unit and learn as I go, and then build upon the knowledge I got in the former position. As the Assistant Commissioner of Interagency Coordination, I have Human Services, Health and Medical, Transportation and Infrastructure in my portfolio. So really what we do in that division is we work with all of those partners that provide those services on a day-to-day basis. We work with social services providers, nonprofits, utilities, transportation providers, all of the healthcare systems, and we work with them to make sure that they have what they need in order to get their jobs done day to day. But then we also work with them to see what we can leverage from what they do and their subject matter expertise if we have an emergency that requires more of what any of those would do than in a blue sky day. I think one of the things that people don't really realize about emergency management, they don't think of emergency management as a creative field, but it really is. You know, we have these events that happen every day, whether that be a large building fire, a steam pipe explosion, a sewer backup, a storm. And it really impacts a lot of people. And although we have a framework for how we would approach assisting those people and bringing our partners to the table to do so, every emergency is unique. Every impacted community is unique. So it's like a puzzle. We're solving a puzzle, and we know the basic pieces we should be bringing to the table, and we know generally what we should be doing. But one of the things that I love about this field and what I love about the work we do is that we, as an agency and our partners, get to brainstorm, and we get to say, okay, here's the problem we have. This is something we've never faced before. How can we solve it? And in this agency, we're given a lot of latitude, and we're really encouraged to think outside the box and to be creative about how we solve. And I think everyone knows that in the last 10 years, the emergencies that have struck New York City have been things we never thought, things we never imagined. And so being able to step back and say, well, we should imagine that, and we should try to address that, and we should plan for the next thing that seems unimaginable now, is something that I never get tired of. I enjoy it all the time. I enjoy it every day.